Welcome to the lesson, and in this video, we're gonna do some Korean shadowing practice. Last time I filmed the shadowing practice, but that one was for more advanced beginners. And here I brought a good one for beginners. So, if you're a beginner and you want to really improve your pronunciation and your speaking skills in Korean, shadowing practice is a must. So, here we dive in to our shadowing practice. First things first, you're gonna wonder, what is shadowing? How do I shadow? Basically, just like how the word is, you're going to mimic everything that I do in this video, including my intonation. What is intonation? It's the rise and fall of your voice. So you guys get how the tone works in Korean. You're gonna also follow my gestures. Oh, I have so many gestures. So you're gonna copy me exactly how I do. If I go like this, you go like that. If I go like that, you go like that. Right? So we're gonna mimic everything. My facial expressions, oh, I have a lot of them. So you're gonna copy that. Breathing. Notice where I pause and where I breathe. So you're going to also mimic that part. And when I pause, you pause. I have some scenarios today and scenes. So practical ones too. So you're going to see that in a minute, but I just want to show you that you're not just shadowing like the words itself, but everything that I do, shadow it so you guys can get that accurate pronunciation, intonation, gesture, breathing of this language. Okay. And also, I brought this chart. I had it in another video too, but if you didn't watch that, when you're learning language, we have, input and output. Input is what you put in your ears and your brain, like everything that goes into you. Like you're learning the vocab, you're learning the patterns, you're listening by doing listening practice, or you're reading words. So all of that goes into your brain. But are you doing enough output? Like going out of you. That's what's producing out of your mouth. And you're speaking it, you're writing it, you're having interactive conversation, you're having pronunciation practice, or shadowing. You're producing words from you by shadowing me, and that's output. So what I want to highlight here, it's important that you do both learning, which is input, and you're doing output, so it goes out of you. In my shadowing practice, you're gonna learn and you're going to also do an output. That's why shadowing works. That's why it really helps you with your speaking, in pronunciation, and really all parts of language learning. If you're learning another language other than Korean, shadowing is gonna be also really helpful. So now we're ready. We can go into situation number one. I don't know if I have enough time to do both situations. I prepared two situations. So let's see how this goes. At the Korean convenience store. When you go to Korea, you guys have to go to convenience store, right? They have all the yummy food. My favorite personally is quail eggs from Korean convenience store. I know. They do have this marinated quail eggs. It's so bomb. And I also like to get, of course, their triangle gimbap, and they have all different flavors. I like the bibimbap flavor, the gochujang bibimbap, so good. So then I divided this into two scenes. You're gonna first scene is where you enter the store and have a conversation with the person that's working there. So A is going to be the worker at the convenience store. B is you. Okay? So let's really shadow me with everything that I do and improve your speaking and pronunciation skills. Let's go. A is welcome. 어서 오세요. 어서 오세요. Mimic me. 어서 오세요. 어서 오세요. Slower. 어서 오세요. There you go. Now you answer back. 오, 안녕하세요. 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 That's hello. So you're saying hi back as they welcomed you into the store. Now they ask you, what are you looking for? And they will ask, 뭐 찾으세요? 뭐 찾으세요? I am going to actually use my pen to highlight what we go over. I think that's going to be visually helpful. So I am now at A here. 뭐 찾으세요? 뭐 is what, 찾으세요 are looking for, polite formal ending. Again, 뭐 찾으세요? 뭐 찾으세요? Yes. Next, you're looking for cup noodles. Where are the cup noodles? 컵라면. That's cup noodles. 컵라면 어디 있어요? 컵라면 어디 있어요? Again, 컵라면 어디 있어요? Where is 컵라면? And then they're going to answer you. They're in the right corner. Right is 오른쪽, 오른쪽, 오른쪽. So here we go. 라면은 오른쪽 코너에 있어요. corner. Yes. 라면은 오른쪽 코너에 있어요. Continue. Catch my breathing, catch my face, everything. 라면은 오른쪽 코너에 있어요. You don't need romanization because you're listening to me and you're just mimicking what you hear. That's why I purposely took out the romanization so you can really be intentional with your mimicking, with your shadowing. You're listening, and you can do this with any K-drama scenes too. And I have my English, and then we have Korean only, and you're listening, right? Now, lastly, you say thank you. 감사합니다. 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 Let's do the full scene. A, B, A, B, A, B from the top. Shadow me. 어서 오세요. Your turn. 안녕하세요. 뭐 찾으세요? 컵라면 어디 있어요? 라면은 오른쪽 코너에 있어요. 감사합니다. Wow! We did our first scene. I want to do this one. So you guys did it. That's how you shadow. How was that? This is just the first scene. So far, so good. You're following through it. Yes. Very, very proud of you guys. Let me just do not disturb on my iPad so we are not getting distracted or by any notification. Okay? Okay, then we are ready for scene 2. This is at the counter. Now you're done picking your cup noodle, you're ready to pay, and they're gonna ask you some questions, and I wanna help you with this conversation. Okay, so scene 2, at the counter, you're paying. B A B A B A. You start first, right? B is you, A is the counter person. Okay, you start. I'll pay. Shadow me. 계산할게요. So you're taking out your wallet. 계산할게요. 계산할게요. I'll pay. Okay, gonna mark that. Then they're gonna tell you the total price. 네, 총 5,200원이에요. 5,200원. That's 5,201. In Korean, that's like about $5. A little less. 네, 총. 총 means gun. And it also means altogether, total price. 네, 총 5,200원이에요. 네, 총 5,200원이에요. Yeah. Next is I'll pay by card. So you're taking out your card and you go 카드로 할게요. 카드로 할게요. 카드로 할게요. Notice my tone going up and down where I pause and you're like swapping your card too. 카드로 할게요. Next, they're going to ask you to insert your card. To insert or to stick in something, we use the verb 꽂다. That's double 끄. So you have to really have that 끄 sound, like ski, 끄. 꽂다, 꽂다. Okay, keep that in mind for the next line. Here we go. 네, 카드 꽂아주세요. 네, 카드 꽂아주세요. 네, 카드 꽂아주세요. Please insert your card. Now, they will insert it without saying anything. Just insert, and then they say, okay, it's all done. So again, the worker is going to talk. 다 됐습니다. 다 됐습니다. 다 됐습니다. That means it's all done. You're done with your payment. All done. Again, A is going to talk. It's going to say, would you like a bag? You know, they got the cup noodle. Bag is 봉투. Here, I'm not talking about like bag that you wear on your shoulders and you know, it's not that kind of bag. It's a shopping bag that you get at a store or market. So that's 봉투. Interesting fact, 봉투 can also mean an envelope that you put your letter, cards, like that's an envelope too. So two meaning 봉투. So here we ask, 봉투 필요하세요? 봉투 필요하세요? 봉투 필요하세요? Okay. Then she's like, no, maybe she's or he's eating here. So you go, 아니요, 괜찮아요. 아니요, 괜찮아요. No, it's okay. I got it. 아니요, 괜찮아요. Another question they ask in Korea all the time, you know, they collect points everywhere. So they're going to ask, do you have a point card or do you collect points? 포인트 있으세요? 포인트 있으세요? 포인트 있으세요? Do you have like a point card or points? And then you're like, no, 아니요, 아니요. 아니요, that's the same as here, 아니요. So that's no. Wow. So now we broke it down. We are ready to do from the top. So let's shadow naturally from the top to the end. Scene 2, at the counter, you're about to pay. Here we go. You start. 계산할게요. 계산할게요. 네, 총 5,200원이에요. 네, 총 5,200원이에요. 카드로 할게요. 카드로 할게요. 네, 카드 꽂아 주세요. 네, 카드 꽂아 주세요. 다 됐습니다. 봉투 필요하세요? 아니요, 괜찮아요. 아니요, 괜찮아요. 포인트 있으세요? 포인트 있으세요? 아니요. Wow, you guys. So that was the second scene at the counter. Are you doing what I'm doing? Like intonation and pronunciation. Is this helpful for you? Make sure you let me know in the comments because last time when I did shadowing practice for intermediate, for advanced learner, that was back a few weeks ago, I saw lots of comments. You guys said, more shadowing, Aina. And that's why I brought this. Because a lot of times when I read, I really look at what do you guys need the most? You know, at this moment, do you guys need the alphabet? Is this helpful for you? And when I read the comments, I double down on whatever you need. Because I want to give you guys the tools that you guys need at the moment. Right? So make sure you let me know in the comments so we can communicate. And that really wraps up for today's shadowing. I just like showed you a little bit of what I'm gonna cover next. You see hangers. So that will be, I will save it for next time because I think that's pretty good for today's shadowing practice. We were able to do a lot of output and you learned by doing input too. So make sure you do both when you do shadowing practice. I am so, so proud of you. You guys are rocking this. You guys are coming to my YouTube channel, making sentences together, you know, and shadowing. Oh, and just one last thing that I want to show you. I know for those of you who are watching here, I know you're asking, Aina, I want to practice more. Do you have any resources that I can get? When you come to my website, you're going to see that I have books that's really colorful and student friendly, and you really can find it anywhere because I designed this from scratch. And that's why I wrote books that don't feel like textbooks. Do you see it? Yeah. So I have one for reading Korean and speaking Korean with 280 practical Korean phrases. We have expanding vocab. So the left one is Korean dictionary. This is how you can expand your vocab by going through 1,000 Korean words with pictures and romanization, my pronunciation guide. And the right one that's a green is going to be the expanding your vocab on verbs. So nouns and verbs. So both are really, I think, a must if you're a serious learner because vocab expansion, without that, you're going to be like, how do I say that? How do I say that in Korean? Right? So vocab is really important. And then lastly, I have a little mini right here picture that shows our travel guide. So if you have a trip coming up in Korea, this is going to help you because I put places to go, like my recommendation with links. And you can just like click and see restaurants and hotel recommendation, cafe recommendation, so you don't have to plan. I want to make your life easier. So when I went to Korea, I did my market research, like everything. I went everywhere and ate the food and then wrote the travel guide for you. So hope you enjoyed that. And then if you want more than a book, I do have courses too, like Read Korean Like a Pro, where you're gonna learn to read, write, pronounce Korean in 2 weeks and get all your questions answered by me and my team because it's a course with full support. And if you're ready to make sentences, I recommend our Game Changer for Korean Grammar because it will teach you essential patterns and you're going to see your sentences come to life. Right? Because eventually, at the end of the day, you're going to make sentences and that's your goal. And I have a program for you as well. So I want you guys to go to my website, or what's even better is check the description. Trust me, check the description. I have something special for you in the description. So check what I wrote in the description and get what you need if you're looking for resources. Okay, so that is it for me. You guys did a fabulous job doing shadowing practice, and I love you so much. I'll see you next time. You can check out my other videos here, and I love you. Annyeong!